There's been one clear winner here with the bank crisis we've started to watch play out, and that is Bitcoin. Bitcoin has been the clear winner with all of this. Stocks have been in disarray, but Bitcoin continues to move higher, just crossing back up over 27K. We're going to dive into some of the specifics here, how we got here in just a short amount of time, from doom and gloom to here we go, zooming through the 20,000 area all the way up to 27,000 on Bitcoin. Bitcoin dominance is rising rapidly right now. But let me take you back to March 10th. That is where Silicon Valley Bank failed. And since then, the price of Bitcoin has been on a tear. So for the past 8 days, we have just seen Bitcoin ripping. In the past 7 days, Bitcoin up 37%. But back on the early hours of March 10th, Bitcoin was trading around 19,600. Back on March 10th, Bitcoin was trading around 19,600. It just whipsawed right above and below 20,000 until around 12 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, when it was announced that SVB was going into FDIC receivership. At that point, Bitcoin shed $200 to dip below 20,000 yet again, jumped around a bit, spent most of the weekend trading just above 20K. By Monday, though, on March 13th at 9:30, it was trading at 22,386. Just 24 hours later after that, Bitcoin was trading at 26,175. As of this publication, currently up over $27,000. Right now, trading at $27,483. But look at the dominance numbers. Bitcoin's dominance has been rising rapidly here in these past 8 days as well. It's up to about 45% right now, the dominance for Bitcoin. Okay. Now, coming back to this right here. So, what happened to the narrative to lead to this type of aggressive 35 to 37% peak through to peak change here on Bitcoin? It's simple. A lot happened. On one hand, the bank failures. So, given Bitcoin's history, the bank failure is obvious here, and it speaks to why Bitcoin exists, right? At least three banks have failed. Others, both American and non American, are failing as well. We probably don't even know how many are actually failing right now because, there's a lot of them just being held together with some string right now. But these aren't failing because of Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin is completely removed from the traditional system. Actually, it isn't clear who's at fault here for these three bank failures we have already witnessed here, because who knows if these banks are failing due to insolvency or what. Sure, Silicon Valley Bank failed due to an old-fashioned bank run that was spurred on, basically weaknesses on its balance sheet because of poor duration risk management, just poor management. And yes, Silvergate was running into some issues as well, had to take an FHLB loan, but its eventual winding down was reportedly voluntary. And then we have Signature Bank, where even the regulators can't figure out what the hell happened here and why this bank was shut down. Because of crypto, or was it because of a crisis of confidence and leadership? What happened here? Let's add on to the fact that there are wider risks to the broader banking system as well. Credit Suisse, CS, just received a $50 billion Swiss franc loan from Swiss Central Bank, and 11 banks just injected $30 billion into California-based regional bank First Republic Bank in order to save it. So it's very interesting what's happening here. And as more turmoil continues to play out in the traditional system, the answer is right here. The answer is right in front of us. It's Bitcoin. And Bitcoin is that store of value. And so many people, I think, are turning to it right now here in the past 8 days. We'll see if this trend will continue, because to gain $7,000 on the Bitcoin price, actually now $8,000 on the Bitcoin price in 8 days, is not by happenstance. It's not just a coincidence. There's big money coming in. And I think it's some of that big money that may have been on the sidelines before, but now they're watching this bank crisis play out and said, you know what? Yes, this is the time. It's time to move some money into Bitcoin once and for all. Or people just strengthening their position on Bitcoin. They already love Bitcoin. They already understand why it's here, and it just gives them more and more confidence. So I think you have both things working at the same time. But it'll be interesting to see what happens with the Federal Reserves on rate hikes. So we're going to find out here in a few short days what exactly the Federal Reserve may be pulling here in terms of rate hikes. We'll see what Bitcoin does next. We'll be right here covering it for you. Check out my Bybit link down below in the description, guys. Appreciate you guys as always for stopping back by the channel. Take care.